everyone. Good afternoon. It's me, Micah from Websites Advice, and welcome to our 10th webinar. I hope everyone is safe and well. I am happy to see familiar names in today's webinar, as well as new attendees. So in behalf of Websites Advice, we want to thank you. Thank you all for being here this afternoon, and for those of you who are constantly watching our webinar series, especially to those who has been with us since day one, and to the students who are constantly watching our webinar for their academics. So, thank you again everyone for coming here, and don't forget to like, react, and share this video. Invite your friends. Share this video now so that they will get notified that we are having this webinar this afternoon. And before anything else, just a reminder, please make sure that all of you have joined our Facebook group, especially those who haven't joined yet, and especially those who are new in attending our webinar today. It is where we will distribute the e-certificates for this webinar after a few days. And it's also the same with the succeeding webinars that we will be having. Yes, you heard it right. This is the free webinar with free e-certificates. So make sure to join our Facebook group to get your e-certificates soon. Speaking of e-certificates, again, just to remind everybody, watch out and stick with us until the end of the webinar in order for you to receive your e-certificates. At the end of the webinar, at the end of the discussion, we will be flashing the activated link for the feedback form. Remember, it is only open for a couple of minutes, so make sure to watch out for the link at the end of the webinar. And of course, let me remind everybody that the e-certificates, or the feedback form rather, is the main basis for the issuance of the e-certificates that will serve as your attendance form in today's webinar. So make sure to not skip that part at the end of our discussion. And for those of you who are new in our webinar, we are Websites Advice. We are a startup company that provides comprehensive reviews about website making. We are aiming to help and guide you in making the right choices in your website making journey. We are now on our 10th installment of our webinar series. Now, you are probably here because you are an online seller, or perhaps an aspiring online seller, or an owner of a business who wants to expand your business online. Well, you came into the right place. Without further ado, let's begin. Today's webinar, we will focus on Websites Advice Top Picks e-commerce platform. We offer you comprehensive review of the most popular and useful e-commerce in the industry today. In our discussion, let's go ahead and talk about what is e-commerce, what are e-commerce platforms, what are the types of e-commerce platforms, and we will reveal to you Websites Advice Top Picks when it comes to choosing the e-commerce platforms for your online business. And let's discuss, why do I need to have an e-commerce platform? Why do you need it, especially now? Now, let's begin with answering the question, what is e-commerce? In our last webinar, we gave you a brief introduction of what e-commerce is all about. To sum it up, the e-commerce industry is a business everyone must not ignore, and we will tell you why. First, e-commerce stands for electronic commerce. It refers to transactions conducted via the internet. When sellers sell online and consumers buy online, they are actually engaging in what we call as e-commerce. But e-commerce is not limited to this. It can also be other activities like online auctions, like internet banking, payment gateways, and online ticketing. So these are all e-commerce. So today we'll focus on the online selling aspect, especially the platform that you use in order for you to sell online. So first, let us discuss what is e-commerce platform. An e-commerce platform is a software application that allows online business to manage their website as well as conduct marketing, do sales, and have business operations. It's like the battery to your online selling business. This is what powers it. This is what fuels your e-commerce business online. If you want to have a booming, well established, and a sustainable online business, online selling business, then you must have an e-commerce platform. Okay? So before we reveal to you our topics, let's go ahead and answer the question, what are the types of e-commerce platforms? Well, there are a lot of types of e-commerce platforms out there. It has many types, but these two are the most common ones. The open source type and the SaaS type, which stands for software as a service. The key difference between these two platforms is answered by the question, who handles the technical side of running the online store? Well, the answer to that is easy. When it comes to open source, the one who handles it is you, or you hire a web developer to handle it yourself. This is like WordPress. You are the one who manage everything about your website, or in this case, everything that goes in your e-commerce platform. While on the other hand, SaaS, software as a service, is like a web hosting provider. You buy as the service of a particular company. Their service is specifically for conducting online selling, especially if you do not have the technical skills that will make you run your online selling. So that's the key difference between these two. Aside from that, when we talk about open source e-commerce platforms like WordPress, they are free. So this is like WordPress, but it's only for e-commerce platforms. It is also highly customizable, meaning you have the freedom to customize your online selling business in terms of design, how it looks like, how it operates, and the like. And since it's highly customizable, of course, it is self-managed, and because it's self-managed, you need to have a certain level of technical skills and experience. As I said, it's like WordPress. The only difference is if WordPress is for website building, open source e-commerce platforms are specifically catering for e-commerce activities. Open source e-commerce platforms are ideal for large companies or scalable enterprises, but it's not limited to that. It can also be for small to medium enterprises. That's the beauty of open source e-commerce platforms. It is also important to note that open source e-commerce platforms is self-hosted, self-managed. As I said, you are responsible for registering your domain name and acquiring a hosting provider on top of the e-commerce service that you will avail, which is the opposite of the second type, SaaS, or software as a service. We have SaaS. It is paid because just like a web hosting provider, you buy their service like an internet, like cable, like paying for your bills. It's the same to that of the second type of e-commerce platforms. It is paid. You pay for it. It is less customizable because it is provider managed, meaning the one who provides the service, the company who provides the service is the one who's managing the technical side of the e-commerce operations. And of course, it is beginner friendly since you don't need to worry about the skills that you have when it comes to coding and all other aspects like graphic designing. All of these aspects are already handled by the service provider. This type is best to small to big companies, even startup businesses. Unlike open source e-commerce platforms, some e-commerce SaaS under this type comes with built-in domain registration and hosting services. That's what I really like about SaaS types of e-commerce. It's like an all-in-one thing. Okay. Now you may ask, which type is the best for me then? Well, the answer to this question is it depends. It depends on many factors like your skills, the nature of your business, budget, and a lot more. As we always say here in Websites Advice, no one knows your business more than you do. And the key step in creating a successful website lies heavily on you knowing what you want for your business website. And today, we present to you useful information that will help you make wise decisions in making an e-commerce website. Today, we present to you Websites Advice Top Picks E-commerce Platforms. Deciding the most suitable e-commerce platform for your business is like solving a puzzle. You must find the correct pieces and put them together. Let us, Websites Advice, help you in putting these pieces together. Our top picks are based on the following. We have facts. So let's talk about the pros and cons of each of our topics, and we will show you as well the level of difficulty, how easy or how difficult it is to manage the e-commerce platform. And of course, it's sales features. So e-commerce is all about sales. So let's talk about the beauty, or let's talk about the different sales features of these e-commerce platforms. And of course, the design and function, and SEO and marketing. By the way, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. We have discussed this in our previous webinars. SEO, in simple terms, means the process of improving your site to increase its visibility for relevant searches. Meaning, if customers will search something online related to your product, your website will come up first on the list. You can find this in Google, in other search engines. That's why SEO is really an important factor in deciding which e-commerce platform to choose, because SEO can improve your business sales. Aside from that, let's discuss which of these e-commerce platforms has the best payment gateways. Remember, payment gateways are third-party services. This is how you will get paid. This is how your customer will transfer the payment from their end to your end every time they make a purchase. And also, of course, the prices of these e-commerce platforms, the support that you get, the security, and let's go ahead and reveal to you some popular users of each of our top picks e-commerce platforms. So, here are our top picks e-commerce platforms. We have WooCommerce, Magento, Shopify, BigCommerce, Wix e-commerce, Squarespace, Weebly e-commerce, and Big Cartel. Let's start with Shopify. Shopify is a web application that allows you to create an online store of your own. It provides you with a wide range of templates that can be customized to meet your own branding requirements and enables you to sell either physical or digital goods. It got the fastest load time, and it has been serving millions of businesses since 2004. Now, in terms of how easy it is to use, it is beginner friendly. So you do not need to have, or you do not need any heavy and technical coding skills to start your online store. Now, Shopify themes are professionally designed and are mobile responsive, which means it is automatically reformatted to fit mobile and tablet screens and professionally designed with different styles to choose from. Their themes also comes with great features such as customizable content sections on the homepage, SEO, drop-down navigation support, updates, built-in styles, and color palettes. They also have free stock photos by Burst that you can choose to display on your stores. Now let's talk about sales features. Shopify is known to be one of the strongest e-commerce builder out there. Why? It gives you all the essentials that you would need to run an online store, like analytics, abandoned cart recovery, various payment gateways, also multi-channel integration. It also has good inventory management, and it is easy for you to track your stock levels, monitor orders, and update your product listing. It also got the feature to display out of stock when your stock level reaches zero. So when it comes to sales features, it's one of the strongest competitor in the e-commerce platforms nowadays. Next, in terms of SEO and marketing, as we said, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. Is the process of maximizing your site's chances of being found in Google's search results or other search engines. Shopify may not be the best though at SEO, but it can cover essential areas to give you at least a jump start of increasing traffic in your store. So it's not the worst, but it's not the best either. It falls kind of in the middle of the worst and the best SEO provider. Okay, so next, payment gateways. In terms of payments, Shopify Shopify offers about 100 different payment gateways like PayPal, Stripe, Amazon Pay, Apple Pay, and just to name a few. And it is the very first e-commerce platform to make its own in-house payment gateway called Shopify Payments. There is though a transaction fee for all unless you use the Shopify payment as that transaction mode. Now, in terms of pricing, they currently offer three plan options. The first is the basic Shopify, which prices about $1,400 a month in pesos. And we also have the entrepreneur plan, 3,800 a month, and advanced Shopify, the most expensive one, 14,000 pesos per month. Of course, they vary when it comes to the prices because every time that the prices increase, the more the features are becoming better and better. But be mindful as well, these are just like the service for the e-commerce platform. On top of this, there are still there are still prices for hosting and prices for domain, but sometimes it is also included already. So you need to find the correct pricing for you because the prices that we are going to reveal here in our webinar today is just like an estimation, or basically these are the prices that we've researched, but the prices may vary, especially in e-commerce, because that depends as well on the needs and the nature of your business. So in terms of price list, this is the prices for Shopify. Now let's talk about support. In case you're having trouble on your store later on, there is a 24/7 phone and live chat support offered by Shopify. You can also contact them through social and media and email. They already provide community forum for frequently asked questions and video tutorials for technical issues. So when it comes to support, they're a little bit top notch. Next, in terms of security, one of the benefits you will get from Shopify is that your online store will be automatically secure because they handle protection against cyber threats, runs updates with their built-in security. Shopify is level 1 PCI DSS compliant. This stands for the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard and was created to regulate security standards for processing credit and debit card details. So it means your store is PCI compliant by default. This is like the quality control in the e-commerce industry. It is there to mainly protect the customers and you when it comes to financial transactions. Now, some popular users of Shopify e-commerce would be the following businesses and brands. Here in the Philippines, we have Toby Sports, Nestle, Lay's, Unilever, Oreo, Victoria Beckham, PepsiCo. These are some of the most popular brands and businesses that operates under the e-commerce platform Shopify. Now let's talk about the pros and the cons of Shopify. First, the pros. Number one, it has high customer satisfaction rating. Of all the e-commerce platforms that we've researched, perhaps Shopify is one of the top that gained one of the highest customer satisfaction ratings. On top of that, it also has excellent inventory system. Now, inventory system is very important in e-commerce because it helps you analyze and understand how your business is going, and that will make you or that will help you make wise decisions and moves later on in your online selling. On top of that, it also has multiple channel selling, meaning you can sell through Facebook, through Instagram, Amazon, and eBay. Next, on the cons. First on the cons would be it has transaction fees. Unlike other platforms that we have on the list, Shopify offers or has transaction fees unless you use their payment gateway, their very own payment gateway. But if you use PayPal, Square, or other payment gateways, they charge a specific amount beginning with 3%. Next, content doesn't automatically reformat when you switch themes, meaning you need to do over every time you change the themes of your e-commerce website. And adding apps is a little bit pricey for Shopify. So these are the pros and the cons of Shopify. Now let's talk about BigCommerce. If you already had a brick and mortar business or a booming online business and are looking to scale up more and better, BigCommerce might be the one for you because it is best for large, fast-growing businesses. It boasts an impressive average growth of 28% year by year. It also has fantastic multi-channel integration. And what's great about it is that you don't need to rely on third-party apps that often. So it is apps less selling, meaning they have their own built-in system that helps you sell online. In terms of ease of usage, it is not that beginner friendly. Recently, BigCommerce updated their design interface to become more user friendly. However, it is still not as beginner friendly and easy to use. There are complex terms that a beginner might find hard to understand, so you definitely need to know the technical terms or at least have the budget to hire a developer to do your online store, to make your online store for you. In terms of design and function, BigCommerce has over 100 themes to offer. It allows you to customize your storefront in two separate ways. First, it allows you to pick out sections of your page and customize them then and there, right in front of you. So that's a very big relief and a very big convenience when it comes to designing your website. Let's talk about sales features. BigCommerce has great in-house features, reducing the reliance on third-party apps just to get your business up and running. They offer a range of shipping options as well, and also has real-time shipping codes and lets your customers track their shipping fee. They also offer abandoned cart recovery and has great inventory management. In terms of SEO, they got fantastic SEO tools and basically one of their value propositions because they target fast-growing business. They're big. They have, or they cater to the one of the biggest brands in the industry. That's why they focus, or they prioritize SEO. Now, let's talk about payment gateways. Payments. How will you receive your, or how will the customers pay, and how will you receive your money? BigCommerce has three. BigCommerce does not really impose transaction fees, unlike Shopify or any of its plan, and lets you choose your own payment gateway without any surcharges. They got about 65 integrated payment gateways, so you have a ton of options to help you get paid later on. Now, what about the price? BigCommerce has three pricing plans. The standard plan has the cheapest, it's the cheapest, around 1,500. And then we have the Plus plan, 3,500, and Pro plan, 11,000 pesos. So in terms of prices, this is how BigCommerce prices. Of course, the higher the plan is, the better the sale features. Support. When it comes to support, help and support channels in BigCommerce comes in 24/7. BigCommerce provides 24/7 phone and live chat support. There's also what we call as email support. In fact, when you sign up for a free trial, you get an email through offering an appointment for a 10-minute call to discuss your business, its goals, and how BigCommerce can help you succeed. Now let's talk about security. BigCommerce has the largest number of built-in features of any e-commerce. This includes the all-important SSL security certificate, which encrypts user data to make online payments. Now, some of the biggest brands that uses BigCommerce as their e-commerce platforms are Toyota and Kodak. Now, let's go ahead and try to discuss the pros and the cons of BigCommerce. First on the list, the pros. Most scalable e-commerce platform. So if you are the type of business and you see your business growing through the years, then perhaps BigCommerce is a good option for you because they cater to fast-growing businesses. They have plenty built-in features than others. As I said, they don't rely much on third-party apps to sell online. And they also have multiple channel selling. You can sell through Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. And they have excellent SEO since they prioritize fast-growing business. But one of the cons would be they have complex terminology and sometimes it's unsuitable for beginners. And they have their advanced features can compromise ease of use. So as you plan, or as your plan goes up to them, the more difficult it is for you to navigate their platform. So those are the cons. Next, let's talk about Magento. Magento stands out as the best self-hosted e-commerce software for large businesses. It's an open source type of e-commerce. It's an open source solution to your business. Magento has one of the most extensive feature lists you'll ever find, and it's the exact reason why the prices are so high and why all the Magento clients are purely big companies. So let's talk about its ease of use. In terms of usage, Magento is for intermediate level developers or for businesses that can afford a web developer. Developers find Magento interface very fair because it has fast and easy setup for self-hosting and everything is centralized on the navigation menu such as customers, products, promotions, sales, and reports. In terms of sales, Magento has a pretty strong set of sales features. Magento offers an excellent back-end inventory with great built-in features like bulk product import and multiple product variant. It allows you to sell downloadable and physical service product. What's unique about the integration, what's unique about the integration with Magento is that your whole inventory is aligned with your website. And when your buyers go to your website, they will immediately see the things that are out of stock. So it saves time. It is more convenient to them. On top of that, international sales are also possible with features like multiple currencies and languages. In terms of design, Magento does not come with many or with any pre-made themes. They're all available from third-party developers. A couple of them are free, while others would really cost you a lot. Now, in terms of SEO, Magento has great SEO skills. It is highly scalable, thus great for growing companies. SEO is installed automatically and you can change its settings if you want to. Magento contains mobile optimization and standard SEO tools. In terms of marketing benefits, it includes upselling goods, providing promotional pricing, and handing out coupons. Now let's talk about the payment gateways. Huge number of payment gateway integration options. That's what Magento has. Magento provides payments by one click, guest checkouts, and delivery to other addresses if necessary. You can even set up a program called Pay Me Later to benefit your clients and fund the transactions. In short, any edition of Magento integrates delivery payments and integrated checkout. In terms of pricing, although Magento is open source, it's free to download and to use, it is not free to implement at all. Expect that you will be paying for web hosting, domain names, add-ons, and SSL certificate and payment processing. And some of the companies using Magento, especially if they are large companies, they get a quote from Magento themselves. And they're the ones who develop the website for these large companies. For small businesses that uses Magento, they would rather hire a web developer to take care of the technical side of Magento or using Magento. Now, in terms of support, a big part of Magento is the community. It's like WordPress. It has a huge community. It's large with developers or are willing to work on your store for a fee, meaning they have web developers themselves, they have web developers in their company, and they are willing to help you in developing your store with them for a price. Or they could also help you in answering some of your questions for free. If it's questions, it's going to be free. But if you're going to let them make you a website, it's for a fee. There are a lot of quality guides available in using Magento through their forums. Now let's talk about security. Since it is an open source, hosting, security, backups are almost entirely up to you, meaning you will be the one to add SSL certificates, conduct two-step authentication process, and all other security measurements to protect your website. They do have a whole security center dedicated to that mission, but mind you that it is an expensive operation for serious troubles. Now, some of the biggest names that uses Magento would be Ford, Coca-Cola, Nestle, Nespresso, Olympus, and Sigma. Now let's talk about its pros and cons. Of course, Magento has excellent SEO. It also has special scalability capabilities since it caters to growing business as well. And it has high and multiple customization options. So everything is within your control. So you have the power, you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do with your mobile, with your online selling. Meaning you can integrate or you can add the features that you really like, how your business would really like to function. And of course, it has a huge community. But there are three cons. Number one, complex customization process. It's not really for everyone. It's not for beginners. It's mostly for those who have experience in coding. It also has expensive hire plans. If you choose to grow your business and hire them to help you manage it, that would cost you a lot. And it needs a separate hosting and domain service. So it's not included, unlike other SaaS platforms in our list. Next, let's talk about Squarespace. Another friendly platform that we have on our list is Squarespace. It offers drag and drop customization. It has sleek templates and design capabilities. The website design part is not that easy though. Their drag and drop editor is not as great as other e-commerce platforms. Let's talk about how easy it is to use. It is not the easiest to use, but it is not the most difficult as well. You might just need some time to get more comfortable with its interface. It has cool site designs, and its products page can be of three styles: classic, advanced, and unique, which offers a smooth user experience for every customer. So, topping on that, let's talk about design and function. If great design is your top priority, then you can't go wrong with Squarespace. Squarespace offers sleek and visual templates, just like what you see here on the screen. Now let's talk about sales features. Squarespace have enough of sales features to offer and make your business operations convenient, but not as many as the other platforms. There's no limit to the number of products you can sell in Squarespace, and you can sell physical products like digital goods, physical products, softwares, downloads, ebooks, music, and even services like fitness coaching, physical therapy services, editing, just to name a few. Squarespace now offers a Square integration, meaning you can sell products on offline as well, take card payments, and keep everything synced with your online inventory. All you need is the Squarespace Commerce app and a Squarespace card reader, which costs about 2,300 pesos. This means you can run pop-ups and stands with any offline sales automatically syncing with your online inventory. Now, SEO. Squarespace comes with built-in search engine optimization features, which increases your site's visibility in the result pages of different search engines. All of the established SEO best practices are automatically built into every Squarespace site. Squarespace includes a great blogging platform that you can add to your site. This platform lets you write posts, enable comments, and push posts to social media, all of which comes back to driving customer engagement to your brand. So it like boosts your marketing plan. Accepting payments in Squarespace site are a little bit limited though. Then compared that to other e-commerce platforms on the list. But still, you have the usual gateways such as PayPal, Apple Pay, etc. So it has great SEO, but it has limited payment gateways. Squarespace has two plans for those who want to set up an online store. The basic plan is around 1,500 pesos, billed monthly, or 1,200 per month if billed annually. This is ideal for smaller business who are just starting to scale their market. The advanced plan is around 1,940 per month if billed annually, and 2,200, around 2,000 if billed monthly. When it comes to customer support, Squarespace is available 24/7 over email and Twitter, but when you need a support agent to chat real time, they are only available for a couple of hours on weekdays. All domains connected to Squarespace are protected with free SSL certificates, which just means that The connection between your browser and the website you're visiting, or the website, or yes, the customer's side or the customer's end, is secure. So it has built-in SSL security. And some of the brands that uses Squarespace would be Pixar, HBO, Wattpad, and Accenture. Mostly those companies and businesses that uses Squarespace has something to do with digital entertainment industry, graphics, and the like. So that's what specializes, or that's the specialty of Squarespace. Next, just as I said, most clients are from creative industries such as photographers, bloggers, artists, and musicians. Now, let's talk about their pros and the cons. Pros would be they have sophisticated and many themes. That's why perhaps a lot of the industries involved in visuals or would go to Squarespace. And they have their very own blogging feature. Their template design can fit all the screens, and they also have strong selling features. On the other hand, they do have limited navigation options, meaning it is not that easy to navigate their interface. And they don't have App Store as well. An App Store would enable you to download third-party apps that could benefit or that could boost your sales or that could boost features in your online selling. And Squarespace doesn't have that option. And they charge transaction fees as well, just like Shopify. So now let's talk about Wix. Now Wix allows you, or rather Wix is a popular website builder, but it has an e-commerce platform as well. Wix e-commerce uses the same easy drag and drop tool, allowing you to build your e-commerce website. The Wix online store is a solid solution for small to medium e-commerce businesses. Thanks to import and export feature for product data, you can even manage larger item numbers conveniently. In terms of usage, there's no doubt that it is very user-friendly. Adding products, processing payments, customizing your storefront can be done in just a few hours. It involves simple set of processes to get your online store up and running. You don't even need a single knowledge when it comes to coding when you use Wix e-commerce. And in terms of design and function, it has over 80 themes that can be found in the online store category of Wix themes. You can even choose a blank template if you want to start from scratch. All Wix templates are free of charge, so you don't need to worry about hidden fees as well. Wix gives you tons of customization options, so you can edit your design as much as you like as well. This is perfect for creating a strong online brand for your business. There is even Wix Code where you can dive deep customization with your programming skill, given that you have knowledge when it comes to coding work. Wix allows you to sell physical and digital goods, and of its strengths is that it provides product zoom options, meaning your customers can go ahead and zoom the product so that they will see the product up close. Wix lets you add up to 15 products images for each product you upload. You can also add product videos to really show off your goods and provide an even better customer experience. In terms of inventory management, Wix is not the strongest though on the market, but you can still sell unlimited products and variants. And however, Wix does support product management with the Wix Stores app. You can choose how to manage your inventory, track your products, numbers, and automatically mark items as out of stock. With Wix, you can connect your online store to drop shipping companies, enabling you to sell a wide range of items without worrying about packaging, shipping, and the like. And they also have abandoned cart recovery features. In terms of SEO, Wix has built-in SEO tools to make life as easy as possible. All Wix sites are mobile optimized and come with customizable options. In terms of marketing, Wix supports the ability to sell on Instagram, to expose your brand to Facebook and other types of social media platforms. And the payment gateways that are available would be, there are about over 15 payment gateways options. So there should be something for everyone when you use Wix e-commerce. Wix offers all the traditional payment gateways including PayPal, Stripe, and Square. In terms of pricing, for a Wix e-commerce plan, there are 3 business plans to choose from. We have the basic plan for $1,120 a month, the unlimited plan for $1,300 a month, and the VIP plan for $2,500 a month. Wix offers multiple support options as well, including phone support, social media support, community forum, email support, video tutorials, and 24/7 page editor. So you don't need to worry if you have problems along the way because you have different support systems that can help you with that when you use Wix. In terms of security, all Wix sites come with an SSL certificate, which just needs to be activated to secure your website. Some of the popular users of Wix includes Victoria's Secret and InDesign Adobe. So those are the popular users. In terms of the pros and the cons, when it comes to the cons of Wix, it is simple and easy to use. It has simple and easy to use interface. It also has affordable plans and it has tons of useful selling tools and applications. However, it can have, because it's highly customizable as well, there's too much or excessive freedom. And sometimes that can cause a problem because if you have too much freedom in creating your website, your e-commerce website, it's not according to the trend or the traditional way of setting up your e-commerce website. And it is also limited to small to medium enterprises only. And on top of that, switching of templates are not allowed when you use Wix e-commerce. So whatever template you choose from the very beginning of the website, of your website making, that's going to be your template in the long run. Next on the list is Big Cartel. Big Cartel is most known to be suitable for businesses that are selling artworks, crafts, or just unique products. It is good for small businesses who are not looking to scale up soon. It is great for businesses that have products like handmade jewelry, prints of art, or a unique fashion line. So this is for the creative businesses out there. In terms of usage, it is user-friendly when you are setting up your store, but to get the most out of it, you need to have basic coding skills. Let me explain further. When you are starting to set up your store, there are prompts, there are reminders and suggestions. But to make it more customizable, you'll need to know how to code it or how to do at least minor coding. And in terms of design, there are about 16 themes to choose from, and all of these 16 themes has great aesthetics. A bonus of Big Cartel's themes is you can switch your theme at any time you like. That's why the creative industry likes this so much, because you can switch the themes as many times as you like. Your products, and what's best about it is that whenever you change your theme, your products will be automatically reformatted to fit the new design. However, it has little room for customization. So if you're just aiming to have an online store with basic setups and customization, basic customization is not really important to you. This would be fine for you. Next, in terms of sales features, Big Cartel has a range of basic sales features to support your online store. They have a free plan, but is only limited to selling 5 products. So you can actually use their platform for free, but you're only allowed to sell 5 products at a time. These platforms are not ideal for sellers who have selling or who are selling a lot of products, but there are different plans as well. If you like to sell or to you would need to sell more than 5 products, but it's going to be for a price. But if you want it for free, it's going to be for 5 products only. In terms of payment gateways, they have 3 payment options, which are Stripe, Square, and PayPal. You can also have a customized checkout including confirmation emails reflecting your brand and chosen theme. There's an order section where you can keep track of your transactions and order details as well. So they have customizable checkout system and they have convenient tracking system. In terms of pricing, as I said, they have the gold plan, which is for free, but you are only limited to selling 5 products. If you want still to use Big Cartel because perhaps you're in the creative industry but you have more than 5 products, then you can avail of their platinum plan for 500 pesos per month, selling 25 products. And if you want higher, 100 products for 1,000 pesos, their diamond plan. And they also have the titanium plan that costs around 1,500 that allows you to sell 300 products. Now, in terms of support, Big Cartel offers only one type of direct support across all of its plan, whether you use the gold plan or the titanium plan. This comes in the form of email support from Monday to Friday only. But they have the Big Cartel knowledge base that lays out clear concepts and answers frequently asked questions that you can find in their website. In terms of security, something to be aware of in terms of using Big Cartel as your e-commerce platform is that it is not PCI approved. It is not PCI compliant at all. This means you're responsible for following PCI guidelines on processing and accepting people's card payment details. This is a big job and hassle which you don't have to worry about with other e-commerce builders. But unlike also others, they don't have transaction fees. That's the beauty of Big Cartel. It's free for selling 5 products and they don't charge transaction fees. But then again, when it comes to security, it's not PCI compliant. You need to exert more effort in protecting your website. Brands that are using this would be Ugmonk and the Hype Machine. And there's still a lot of businesses that uses Big Cartel. As I said, specifically those businesses that are in the creative industry for customization and unique types of products. The pros and cons of Big Cartel would be the pros, they have free plan and they have no transaction fees at all. They are compatible to artists and creative businesses. So if you are one of those businesses who are on customizing or printing or like you have a unique fashion line that you're selling, Big Cartel is the e-commerce platform for you. And they also have exemplary onboarding process, meaning if you sign up with Big Cartel, they will help you every step of the way. However, they have limited customization features and their support, they only support small online stores as well. And it's one of the most difficult e-commerce platform to use out there. Next, we have Weebly. Weebly is often compared to Wix because both are website builders. But when it comes to setting up an online store with Weebly, it comes with great web features. Weebly offers a wide range of useful built-in tools, and also with its extensive app store, Weebly has an impressive app center where you can find both free and paid apps, which you can install with just one click and integrate it with your own website. Its process is similar with Wix, such as having drag and drop tools, and what you see is what you get type of editing. Instead of dealing with abstract lines of code, you just drag actual images to your website when you create. So, for beginners looking for an easy start, Weebly is a solid choice. In terms of design, there are only 50 themes to choose from when you are using Weebly to set up your online website, but it guarantees you that it is aesthetic and well designed. It is beautiful. Every single one is mobile responsive, and you can switch your theme anytime you like. All Weebly's themes are free, by the way. All themes are structured, meaning you can simply drag anything anywhere you like. So it has less customization powers, unlike its rival, the Wix. That's the one of the cons of using Weebly. In terms of sales, you get all the basic features built into your Weebly editor, such as text blocks and image galleries. But the Weebly App Center is perfect for adding more advanced tools and features to your website, such as frequently asked sections or back to top buttons and the like. With the free plan, because they have a free plan, you can still get the modest suite of sales tools such as shopping cart, items, quick shop, inventory management, just to name a few. So in terms of sales features, they cover the essentials. They cover the basic needs of an online store. Now, in terms of payment gateways, they have they have PayPal, Stripe, and Square. So these are the different payment gateways that they offer in their e-commerce platform. Next, in terms of SEO and marketing, Weebly has a reputation of having strong SEO tools. You can also edit your meta titles and descriptions, customizable URLs, and benefit from more advanced SEO features, including adding text to images and page-specific descriptions. You can also install Google Analytics to your site to make it easier to monitor how well your site is doing. Weebly also has its own built-in website statistical tracker called Insights, which gives you real-time statistics on your site's data and traffic patterns. If you have a plan, if you plan like to have an email marketing strategy, there is a Weebly Promote that is free, but there's also paid versions or paid plans for this. And pricing basically depends on the limitations of how many emails you can send. So the higher the emails you can send, the higher the price of the marketing plan will be. In terms of pricing, they offer the Pro plan, which costs around 600 pesos per month. They have the Business plan, which will cost you around 1,200 pesos. And then they have the Business plan or the Business Plus that costs around $1,900. In terms of support, Weebly has a ton of guides in its support center to walk you through any common questions, and you can email Weebly support 24/7. All plans includes access to Weebly's community forum and its live chat and email support. However, you won't get access to phone support unless you're on the more expensive Pro or performance plans of Weebly. The phone support is limited only to the higher plans in Weebly. In terms of security, Weebly hosts your website for you, so you don't need to worry about finding or paying for hosting separately. It's all included in your Weebly plan. The same goes for security. Although it's always worth implementing extra security features just in case. You can also automatically activate an SSL certificate for your site, which encrypts any data, such as the passwords and the payment details, passing between you and your visitors. Now, here are some of the brands that uses Weebly. These are just some, but there would be a lot who uses Weebly e-commerce. Now let's talk about its pros and cons. In terms of pros, it has excellent add-on tools for blogging. So if you're a blogger, this is one of the best e-commerce platform for you. And online selling is free as well. And simple and easy to use interface. In terms of cons, it has limited customization options and is only suitable for small to medium online stores. And unlike that of Wix and other e-commerce platforms that allows you to sell in different channels, Weebly lacks multi-channel selling feature. So you can only sell to some but not to all, unlike other platforms where you can sell through different social media sites. Now, let's talk about WooCommerce. We've discussed WooCommerce in one of our webinars before when we talked about the different plugins. Unlike other e-commerce platforms in our list, WooCommerce is a plug-in in WordPress. This is a plug-in that you download for your WordPress website so that your WordPress website can operate as an online selling website. And it's one of the best e-commerce plugin out there. WooCommerce is a self-hosted platform where you create a store using WordPress. This makes it a powerful and flexible option with better tools for complex stores. If you are familiar with the WordPress platform, then WooCommerce is a breeze for you. You only have to install it, add it to your products, add it to your plugins. It's one of the best single platform to run both an e-commerce and an affiliate site under one roof. WooCommerce powers over 28.19 online stores, and it is used by 22% of the top 1 million e-commerce sites. It is also used by 93.7 WordPress website users. That's how powerful WooCommerce is. In terms of usage though, it is not that beginner friendly, but it is high. You can highly customize your e-commerce website with WooCommerce. WooCommerce entry theme called Storefront is fully responsive on mobile devices and has a clean and fresh layout. How good your design will look like on e-commerce depends on the hours you will put into it. That's why I said it's high customization. Now, in terms of design and function, WooCommerce has a sleek and has powerful designs and themes. Just like WordPress, in WordPress, there are about more than 50,000 themes for you to choose from. This makes the design and function of WooCommerce for your online store later on highly customized, and you have a lot of options on how you can design your website or your e-commerce platform. In terms of sales features, WooCommerce does not offer abandoned cart recovery, but has multi-channel selling options. It allows you to offer free shipping and sell internationally. It has built-in blogging and unrestricted customization as well. Inventory management are also there. You just need to know what plugins are best for your stores. In terms of SEO, WooCommerce is built using code optimized for SEO. So it's really built in. SEO is really built in WooCommerce. And it's integrated with WordPress along with this impressive range of SEO plugins. Some of its SEO features includes the ability to customize your URLs to help search engines users to find your pages more easily, and the excellent SEO guides and prompts throughout the building process. WooCommerce relies on plugins for its email campaign features such as integration of MailChimp that lets you send personalized email campaigns with ease. So, rest assured that when it comes to marketing, it is one of the best options because of these MailChimp options. In terms of payment gateways, WooCommerce does not charge any transaction fees at all when you use a third-party payment gateway, and it has just as many options as Shopify with 100 payment gateways to choose from. So if you're selling large volume products, WooCommerce makes more sense. It also appeals to sellers who want to choose their very own merchant account, meaning you have the power to really customize your name, the administrator, and the like if you use WooCommerce. For its pricing plan, WooCommerce that is powered by Bluehost, to begin with, the pricing depends on your hosting provider. So, as I said, this is a plugin. So if you develop your own website later on using WordPress, you need to select a web hosting provider. And that web hosting provider, the price of your WooCommerce will now depend on on your web hosting provider. For example, for its pricing plan, WooCommerce that is powered by Bluehost starts with $29.95, so about 600 to 800 pesos a month. Then it has a Plus plan, and it also has a Pro plan. So it depends as well on the plan that you are using. In terms of support, customer support depends on the selected web hosting provider as well. Because remember, this is a plugin. So the customer support depends on the web hosting provider that you selected, as well as the security. So WooCommerce is not really an e-commerce platform per se, but it is a plugin. So WooCommerce is a plugin. So when it comes to security, you need to do it yourself. You need to download SSL, two-way factor authentication, plugins, and the like. There are a huge number of users of WooCommerce. As I said, 93.7% of WordPress users uses WooCommerce. And WordPress, just for an FYI, is the most popular website builder out there. And 42% of the internet today is powered by WordPress. And that makes WooCommerce one of the best WordPress plugins about e-commerce that you can use for your website later on. But still, it has its cons. But first, let's discuss its pros. First, it accommodates small to large stores. So it doesn't matter if you are a startup business, or you are a large enterprise. WooCommerce can accommodate your business. Customer and administrator accounts. You can add customer and administrator accounts as well when you use WooCommerce. And it has very high customization tools as well. However, because it's highly customized, it requires you to have technical knowledge, meaning it is not beginner friendly. It is not as beginner friendly as you think it would be. And of course, it lacks customer support. It does not have extensive customer support because, as I said, this is a free plugin. I mean, this is a free plugin. There are paid plugins, but if you choose to use the free ones, then expect that there would be less or lack support, customer support. But nonetheless, as I said, WordPress is a huge community, and rest assured, with that huge community, people will have information when it comes to using WordPress. Again, here are websites advice topics, e-commerce platform. Now you might be asking, which e-commerce platform is the best for me? As I said, that depends. That depends on the nature of your business. So ask yourself, what is my business all about? How do I want my business to function as an online business? And what are the features that I want it to have? If you have all the answers to these questions, that will tell you which platform is the best or the most suitable for you. Because at the end of the day, there are many available e-commerce platforms out there. There are many options that you can choose from. However, you need to select which one can accommodate your business the most. Which one can accommodate the needs of your business, what it is and what it is for. That's what you need to find. That's why you need to first understand how you want your website to function. Now, you may ask, are there other costs I need to know about? Of course, expect that if you are building a website, there would be a lot of costs. There are a lot of options like free options that you can choose from, but along the way, there would be costs that you would be incurring, especially when you really want to protect your website. So, do I need an e-commerce platform? You might ask. Do I need to have an e-commerce platform? Well, the answer to that is yes. Having an e-commerce platform to go along with your online selling website is a great strategy for your online business. It is a great way for you to grow your brand, to acquire and build loyal customers, to develop your business, to gain new insights like the marketing strategy that you would employ in order for you to get more customers or for you to grow your products. So you would really need e-commerce platforms for that. And in order for you to reach more customers, you need to have e-commerce platforms, especially today. One of the advantages of selling online is that your customers need not to be somewhere around where your physical store is. They can be anywhere in the country or they can be anywhere in the world. And last, but not definitely the least, but actually the most important one of all is you need to have an e-commerce platform now because it's the business of the 21st century. More and more businesses are going online. There are still even the physical businesses, they have their physical stores, but they also have their online stores. Even the most famous brands in our industry or in the business today have their own online selling website. That is why it is good to always have, or it is wise rather, to have an online selling business equipped with an e-commerce platform. To sum it all up, e-commerce is a great opportunity. Perhaps you're still thinking if you need to have an online presence. Well, there is no better time than now. E-commerce has proven over the years that it will continue to go up, expand, and grow. Be part of this lasting and booming industry. The future of business today is e-commerce. This ends our discussion. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, and I highly encourage you to ask questions because Ken will give you expert answers. So comment down below your questions and I will patch Ken through. The feedback form link is now activated, and in a few seconds, we will show you the link. Make sure to fill out the feedback form, okay? Type the URL directly to your browser to access it. Please do stand by for Ken, and thank you for being with us this afternoon, and see you in our next webinar. Goodbye!